Sanibonani, Mabuyane. My name is Bekezela Mkhoni. Siyalamukela ku The Girls Table talk show lapho esikhuluma khona about issues that affect young women. We believe in giving these young women a voice. Ayisiko labane sithi khona we speak for the voiceless, but we believe in giving them a voice as well. So namhlanje sifuna ukukhuluma about immigration of young women to neighboring countries. But I would let the guests introduce themselves before we start with the conversation. You may introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Ropa Fadzo Gloria Sivanda. I'm a public relations consultant.
Salibonani lonke, mina ibizo lami ngisiko Luphahla. I'm from Cholocho.
Salibonani linjani lonke, ngingu-affectionate Dube ngivele Plumtree.
So bengifuna ukuzwisisa from the young women ukuthi what are the causes of immigration of young women to neighboring countries, and iwaphi ama countries abantu abaningi abahamba kiyo when they are migrating?
Okokuqala, I think it's the situation from endlini, like lokuswela insebenzi, and futhi abantu bangikhona they go outside countries like Botswana and South Africa.
Okunye futhi besides imsebenzi akula capitals to start ama projects as omama, so ekugcineni kungcono ukuya kwamanye ama countries like omunye wami echila ukuthi abantu baya eBotswana baya ku South Africa, la ku Zambia, la ku Mozambique, ama neighboring countries ethona la abantu bakhona to seek imsebenzi ngoba kayikho.
Thank you so much. I don't know if you have something to add, Gloria, but I would want to understand from you. You can add from what they said if you have anything to say. But ngifuna ukuzwisisa ukuthi yiwaphi ama challenges that we face as young women in Zimbabwe asenza size sigcine sibona ukuthi hayi wothi ngihambe ngeMozambique like she said, wothi ngihambe ngeBotswana like she said.
Okay, I think some of the challenges is some women are running away from abusive relationships, and some, like they said, they're seeking for greener pastures in other countries, and they tend to go to countries like South Africa, Botswana, Mozambique, and the UK.
Okay, I'd want to find out from you, ladies, what are the social and economic impact of migrate as young women to other countries, as Zimbabwe generally, and in our communities?
Okay, I think the challenges that we're going to face as a country, one is brain drain. It's brain drain. A lot of skilled people and intelligent people are leaving Zimbabwe, seeking for better opportunities outside the country. And ukwenza njalo, obviously, thina njengelizwe sisala sesingaselani ama skills where people can actually enhance or develop the country. So that's one of the challenges that we can face as a country.
I think nanzelela ukuthi siyabe sifundile uthola ukuthi umuntu uyafunda eZimbabwe, but because of the economy so kumele ukuthi asuke and usethatha ama skills from our country ahambe lawo kwenye indawo. What is the impact kuma communities and where you guys come from? Ngitsho ukuthi nxa abantu abatsha isize zethu sezisukile eCholocho kuba le impact bani kwenza kube njani kube le, I don't know the Ndebele word, but ukuthi kuba njani njengokuthi andikhulume ukuthi singasuka abantu abatsha elizweni akusela abantu abatsha abakhona abafundileyo ngoba ama skills sebehambe baya kwenye indawo. So kuma communities ethu, what's the impact? Maybe you can respond ukuze la yazwisisa ukuthi what is it that you want. Okay,
as she said ukuthi like abantu ama skilled workers are moving to other countries, and thina as young women who are expected ukuthi ama communities to develop, and the only people who can develop those communities are ngabantu abasha. So imagine community sisele labantu abadala kuphela who can't do like imsebenzi emnengi, or who can't even start to bother themselves ukuthi becabanga ukuthi what can we do to develop our communities, ukuthi siziphilise. So at the end of the day uzathola ukuthi ama communities asale labantu abadala or elabantwana abancane And as you asked ukuthi what ama-impacts, kunje umuntu ongumama uyabe yi-single mother agcine sesiya kwamanye ama-countries uchiya abantwana, and then most of ama-families they are child-headed, and abantwana basala bodwa begcina be-engage kuma-drugs lana akula muntu ocontrol abantwana. So it becomes a very serious problem kuma-communities.
Do you have anything to add?
Yes. From indaba kamama lapha kade ekhuluma sithi abanye they are single parents bachiya abantwana babo emuva. Okunye futhi kuyabalida abantwana bangikhona ukuthi begcine bengasayi esikolo. Yabo cause kuyabe kungela umuntu obaphushayo oba adviseayo ukuthi behambe esikolo.
But kuyini esingakwenza ukuthi sidile le migration ekhona? I think kuma causes likhuluma ukuthi even i-capital, akula capital for us maybe to start our businesses, ukuthi even if you are unemployed ube le ndlela yokuthola imali. What do you think the government should do? What should be done ukuthi sidile le situation ye migration, because it has a negative impact like you guys have said elizweni lethu la kuma communities ethu. So what do you think should be done?
Right. I think our main ogenziwa is to empower women in communities and in society, right? And the fact that we're empowering women, we also need to also include them kuma social policy decision making, right? And we tend to find out ukuthi mostly women are at an advantage because the society is still up to today. It's being dominated by the male figures. And wonabo ibabaphatha imisebenzi eminingi. Yikho kugcina kusenza omama ukuthi begcine besithi it's better ukuthi sedinga imisebenzi even outside the country. And you realize ukuthi abaningi abasukayo basuka maybe abesiya kuba ngama house cleaners, right, in other countries, because kule mali engcono even ukuclean endlini than lapha eZimbabwe. So I think we need to come up with projects, and I think also the government needs to come up with projects that can empower women within the community and in the society.
Do you guys have anything to say, since you are the ones who might be affected by this, Huma communities and where people are moving, but abantwana, like you are saying, ukuthi zokusiba lama-headed families, child-headed families, kuyini elibona ngani lina kungenziwa ukuthi sidile le situation yokuthi abantu abatsha abangomama bamove from Zimbabwe to other countries?
Yeah, obviously there should be jobs creation, there should be jobs creation, and if government ikwanisa to fund like young women benza ama projects, like there are a lot of projects that women can do as groups, you know, like kulabanye abazenzelayo like small gardens, poultry, in kunengi, or even kuthunga lan. If ungatholakala i-capital, I think it will be best.
Yeah, I think okunye futhi we should teach young women like ukuyenza imisebenzi yezandla, for that they will gain imali to start small businesses.
I hope someone out there is listening. One of the reasons why we are moving out of the country is the issue of unemployment. But well, I'm big on electoral processes, so I'd want to find out from you ladies, as young women who are affected by this, what impact does immigration have on the participation of young people? Remember, thina njengabantu abatsha, we constitute the larger population, but nxa kuyikuthi thina sesimuve sahlala kwamanye ama countries, what does it mean njengoba siya kuma electoral processes? Ngathi thina abantu abatsha esesiphumile entweni elizweni lethu, do people still have interest entweni zokuthi bathi participate in registering to vote, or sesithi whatever, I don't care, mina ngizazihambela vele kodwa? What's the situation really on the ground?
I think the situation ekhona, most young people abalanda abalindaba zevote, because for them they believe ukuthi even if they vote, there's still going to be no change in our country. So the best thing is for them to just seek opportunities and leave the country and find greener pastures there. So that's the only option and decisions that people are making right now, which is going to affect us as we're going towards the elections as well.
So, like, njengoba sitsho, what are the long-term consequences really of immigration? Over to you, young women. Ukuthi kuyini asikhulumi ngento yanamhlanje, but le phambili, what are the long-term consequences really of immigration of young people?
Okay, as it is, njengoba sokuzaba isikhathi sokuvota, so want instead of people behlale lapha and vote for a change or whatsoever, but people are moving. So at the end of the day, there won't be change. Still, in the future, we'll be crying on the same thing today. Akula msebenzi, akula this, akula that. Because abantu no longer care. They just go. Akula skhathi sokuthi sihlale phansi sivote sikube lo tshintsho. So in the future, still we'll be crying on the same situations because no one is there to vote. Because Tina as youth, yito kumele ukuthi sisukume sivote in large locals and in njengoba sibaningi sibe yithi sivotayo and get that change. So if everyone is just moving out, then no one is going to vote and there won't be any change. So still in the future we'll be crying on the same things.
What do you have to say?
I think young women, they find it pointless to vote because at the same time, if they vote, akula changes azayenzakala. Everything will be the same. They won't find jobs even if they vote. I think that is why.
Okay. So, ngibuze kuwe Gloria. Njengoba besithi bona they won't participate. Can you just enlighten us ukuthi njengoba simuva, we are migrating to South Africa. We are saying we are no longer participating in electoral processes. But we as affect as a nation, as young people, because sibaningi and nxa usithi hayi thina sayingena indaba kuyas affect anyway. So kuzas affect njani because yithi future yakusasa. Nxa I future yakusasa isithi hayi mina sengizikhiphe entweni lezi, then what happened?
Okay, what's going to happen in future, and I think it's actually happening, is that we find a lot of young people, not only women, but also men, are migrating to other countries. Right, like we said, people are looking for better opportunities. And also let's consider the issue of peer pressure within society. For instance, aid, right? In 3 months, 2 months, some of them are doing quite well. And everyone sees the need to I need to go aid, and ukuthi yena mina ngihola 2,000 a month when uhlezi lapho khangele ubamba maybe $100, right? Usuqalisa ukuwe ukuthi engihlalele eZimbabwe win. The only thing that is good for me is to just leave ngihambe.
But uyekuza umuntu ongunese mina ngihola 2,000.
Yes.
Ngihambe ngayenza inese yami 6 weeks. I'm getting 6,000 wena uhambe for 4 years but you're not getting anything. It's really bad ngenxa yokuthi abantu sebeze bebona kungcono ukuthi hayi ngangcono sizihambele kuma countries ethu. But what are the challenges that people bona la, because I know ukuthi siyabe sifoswa ukuthi ngifuna umsebenzi kumele ngiphile. But is it easy yini khona ngale la isiyakhona mase simigrateile ngakhetha ukuthi hayi wathi ngizihlalele South Africa osesenzwa isituation ukuthi okay kungcono ngihlupheke but at least ngilomholo.
Kunje, you go there desperate, maybe usebenzele umuntu as a housemate. Employer yakho will treat you like ngendlela afuna ngakhona, abuse or uholiswa imali encane. They don't care because 1, you're desperate. 2, maybe uhambe ngeborder jumping, ufika khona ngale you don't have papers. Obviously they'll threaten ukuthi uzadeportwa or into ezinjalo. So at the end of the day, we are sebenza ku-environment where it's not even like safe.
Okunye futhi like ungafika khona ngale, they can even pay you imali engekho enough from elivumelane kiyo. So ngeke uzuyekele umsebenzi uthola ukuthi khona ngalo umsebenzi wangikhona yiwo oyakuwutholile and futhi uyabe u-desperate at that time. So ugcine usuvuma ukuthi usebenze khona lokho kuyenza uthole that half price.
What do you have to say, Gloria?
Alright, I think it's not easy going outside the country, and it's not easy to secure a job there. And you tend to find ukuthi some of the people who live here basuka belethemba lokuthi they will actually get employment beqalisa ukusebenza, and then they start sending money home. But it's a different situation when they get to those countries, because uyathola ukuthi umuntu angasuka lapha engela umsebenzi usiyafika e-UK, you need to start from scratch ukudinga umsebenzi, ukudinga ngapha kawula mali. And maybe lezi hlobo kawula lapho uyakhona, but you're just going there to try your luck. So kunye kucina kusiba nzima ukuthi umuntu sehlezi khona ngale kasawazi ukuthi yenzeni, and they can't even come back because they don't even have the money to come back. So usucina khona ngale usuku engage, maybe usucina usudisela, usubamba abantu, usulibhinya kumbe usucommit ama crimes, selingena kuma robbery, selisenza ama gang, usuqalisa maybe into zama drugs, because awusela nto yokwenza, and usukela kule hope yokuthi maybe if I go there ngizathola something better. But it's not easy securing a job.
I understand ukuthi the situation is not just difficult for laba abaseleyo bakhulume ngama-child-headed families, but it's difficult even lawe nxa usiyakhona ngale, because you end up doing things oyabuka kade ungafuni ukuzenza. Okunye okubuhlungu, you have a degree, so kumele uye kuba ngumaid. Degree lakho no one cares about it, because ngele Zimbabwe isilo le country leyo kuyo. So kukwenza ugcina usubona ngani kusenza sigcine sesibona ngani maybe lakho ukufunda kuqhakathekanga, kungisiza ngani ngizafunda then ngihambe nyegoli nyekuba ngumaid. But I want to understand ukuthi sikhulume ngama-child-headed families ayenzwa yi-child marriage, ayabe senzwa I mean ukuthi kube le migration. So ngifuna ukuzwisisa ukuthi kulimaza njani abantwana bethu esibachileyo as young women ukuthi maybe nje umntana amele 4 years usekhuliswa ngomunye umuntu, angisekho totally empilweni yakhe ngenxa yokuthi sengikhetha ukuthi ngiyemsebenzela. Kulimaza njani abantwana bethu, bakhula benjani, what impact, what effect does it have on our children? Uthola ukuthi usekhula vele umama ngamasi. You talked about single mothers. Nyabe ubaba wakhona already is not in the picture, umama la is no longer in the picture, and uthola ukuthi sometimes I can't even come back as often as I should. Umntana nami usekhuliswa ngabanye abantu osezikhulisa. So kumlimaza njani umntwana khona khona ukuthi I'm no longer in the picture, the father is no longer in the picture, umntwana usezikhulisa.
Okay, I'll give an example of this lady who migrated to South Africa, wachiya a girl child ehlala lo maid. So mawufika ngale life inzima, you don't get what you thought you would get. And so abantwana nxa sebesele ngapha umaid, what she did is wayesithi mama kwakangholisi kahle akathumela imali kwenye month yayeqisa umntwana lo wagcina sort of ukuthengiswa. So there was a guy who was coming endlini to rape the girl just for imali. So at the end of the day abantwana bagcina besiba exposed to into ezingayisizo, like kunokhu abuse, like sexually, bagcina bes-engage kuma-drugs, like akula muntu omtshelayo what to do, akula muntu ombonisa indlela, bagcina beyala lesikolo or bagcina beyenda bebancane because akula muntu omdala okhangela ukuthi abantwana baphila njani. So at the end of the day ama-rights abantwana they are violated.
Oh, all right. I think every home needs a mother and it needs a father. Right, and like we believe in society ukuthi umuzi ngumama. So nxa umama esengasekho esehambe wachiya abantwana bayalahleka ekukhuleni kwabo, because akusela umuntu obaguidayo ekukhuleni kwabo, akusela umuntu obasondeza eduze kumbe banika uthando olungafika kuthando lukamama. So ugcina uthola ukuthi abantwana abanjalo kwesinye isikhathi because of peer pressure also in society bagcina sebe engage in activities ezama drugs. Abantwana abanye sebegcina be abuse even his hlobo right? And uthola ukuthi lalapho abantwana la nxa umama ethumeza umntwana echiyela isihlobo uyathola ukuthi isihlobo soneswa sigcini kuhle umntwana ngoba umzali kakho eduze. So at times it really has a negative impact towards the upbringing of children.
Thank you. So what are the possible solution ukuthi asincedise umama sincedise umntwana to make sure ukuthi whatever happens economy vele sinje, there's nothing that we can do, you know? So what are the possible solutions really to immigration of women so that we make sure ukuthi abantu bethu ba safe, lathi we are safe, like you said ukuthi ukufika kwami khona ngale doesn't guarantee ukuthi ngizathola umsebenzi. Sometimes abanye uzothola kuthiwa sebeyenza into ze human trafficking because ufike ngale waswela ifamily, waswela la engafikela khona, you know.
All right, I think okumele ukenzakala is to empower women in different projects and introduce different projects that can actually generate income for them ukuthi bekwanise ukugcina abantwana babo. Because as long khonokho kungayenziwa abazali bazabe lokho bephuma besiyadinga ukuthi abantwana babo bephile. And also I tend to find it ukuthi it's okay for women to leave, right, to seek better opportunities ukukhulisa umntana wakho. Because imagine a situation ukuthi usihlalele lapha ngawula msebenzi awula project oyenzayo but an opportunity has come for you ukuthi uhambe uyesebenzela eSouth Africa, opportunity sibuyile ukuthi uhambe uyesebenzela eUK, right? Also uyabusukhangela ukuthi okay, i-opportunity isibuyile lami I can also improve the life of my children. Ekugcineni nami ngizathatha umntana maybe ihambe efunde eUK and ebele a better life ekhona ngale, ebele better opportunities ekhona ngale in terms of school and in terms maybe ukuthi maybe nxa sekhona ngale la ngazuza umsebenzi ongcono.
I think okunye ukuthi like umntwana wakhona uyabehlala nezihlobo and utholakale ukuthi iya-abuse. Ebu-abuse ngakhe laphana uzaswela indlela yokuya-reporta lakho futhi umzali wangikhona futhi engazi abuye engamtshela umzali wakhe, umzali uzacabanga ukuthi okay khathesi ngihamba ngiyemripota umuntu lo ebotshwe mbani ozangisalela lo mntwana and futhi nguyo uzalela lo mntwana uthola ukuthi akambhadali umuntu wangikhona. Ehle ecabanga ngihle hayi akuyenzi ukuthi ngimripota umuntu lo eyekele kunjalo kuphelele emoyeni. And another thing okunye I think it's ukuthi abantwana ababehlezi besele labo gogo, ugogo uyabengela power ukuthi emkhuze umntwana wakhona ifecine engage to ama-drugs, omunye uthole esetshontsha sebenza izinto ezingayisizo.
To add on to usiko akuthilo ukuthi abantwana basala behlala labo gogo, ogogo abaqinisa isandla, so abantwana bagcina bekhula bebona ukuthi ayi vele isikolo asilandaba kungcono ukuziyela eGoli nanga umama uhambile eGoli. So abantwana basaqhakathekisa imfundo, sebezitshela ukuthi ngizafika a certain age or a certain stage ngikwanisa ukuthi lami ngiye eGoli ngiyesebenza, akusela ndaba ukuthi angifundanga kumbe ngifundile. So at the end of the day, instead of ukuthi i-country yethu iphakame or silungise umnotho welizwe, akusela muntu olendaba ngenxa yokuthi sesibona ungcono ukuthi ukuya out of the country yikho kungcono.
Okay, thank you so much. I think siyafunda something from these young women abakhuluma la ngokuthi kunje abantwana nxa sebesele logogo ngenxa yokuthi umama kakho. The young lady ukhuluma ngokuthi bayahlukunyezwa, uthola ukuthi la nxa behlukunyezwa umama sokuyi-issue yokuthi azibuza ukuthi since mina vele I'm already staying in South Africa, I'm here maybe 2-3 weeks, umntana nami nxa ngisareport umuntu lo omgcinileyo umntana uyasala egcinwe ngubani. So into lezana ziyalimaza abantwana, uthola umntwana esehlukumezekile. And well, the issue yemfundo, mina where I come from uyananzelela ukuthi abantwana laba ivina basakhulayo sebebona ngani umuntu ole life engcono ngumuntu oseGoli, ngumuntu oseBotswana, because yiba balezimota, yiba bayakhileyo. So sicina even lemfundo sesiyibona ngani ayiqhakathekanga. So just after grade 7 ngafunda nje ukubhala incwadi, ngafunda ukusayina kuphela soku right, then I will go to South Africa. But well, njengoba siqhubeka, I want to understand again from the young ladies ukuthi what are the possible solutions. I'm talking long-term solutions angayenza ukuthi kudilwe le issue ye migration ukuze sikulangazelele ukuhlala elizweni lakithi, sikulangazelele ukuthi it is upon us as young people to build this country. Kuyini okungenziwa ukuze abantu abatsha bangakuboni bengagcini sebebona nganayi vele mina vele option indilayo kumele ngegoli, option indilayo ngiza eZambia, ngiza eMozambique, you know.
Okay. Oqala maybe singathi sisukumeni njengentsha sibe le voice ngesikhathi sokuvota. Okunye maybe like la engivela khona ePlantry kule ndawo uyakusiza ukuthi kwakulama factory lan so indawo zenezi zingavuselelwa, abantu bethola imisebenzi, abantu benza ama fundraisings as ama communities to raise imali for ama projects azancedisa abantu for ama incomes.
She also talked about the issue of registering to vote, participating, actively participating. I think some of these situations are locally. We have our leaders, councillors, MPs who are not there. But nxabe khona engaging us, voting for young people, abazalalela ivoice yethu might be of uncedo lakho ukuthi sebe sikwazi ukuthi singavotela ubeke already knows ukuthi thina as young people sihluthwa yini. Maybe usengakhangela inkinga zethu, and as a result kwakusela unemployment, like you said, you talked about ukuvuselela ama factories. Ubeke knows what we are going through, so ubeke la nxa esevotelwe uyabe sesenza okufunwa yini yithi abantu abatsha. So there is need ukuthi we participate in these electoral processes, vote for the leaders. Esebe sibona ukuthi ukansila wethu uzasizwisisa ukuthi sifunani, ukansila wethu will come back to us, ukansila wethu resonate lama issues thina esiwafaceayo, so kasozathi sengale parliament abesekhohlwa ngathi. Thank you so much. Namhlanje besikhuluma nge-migration of young women to our neighboring countries ngendaba yokuthi because of the economy, because of unemployment, osuthola ukuthi bachiya abantwana emuva, abasala labo bephila nzima, kusiba nzima, ukuyukuthi futhi labo lapha bayakhona abafiki bephile mnandi. Well, I hope someone is listening. I hope the government will do something. Sizwakale lathi as young people, sivulekelwe amathuba emsebenzi as women, because it's difficult for young people, but it's even more difficult for young women, for women generally, because imsebenzi eminingi uyabuthola ukuthi ikhona illegal mining, but ngeke ngiyenze illegal mining ngingumuntu ongumama, and so painful ukuthi ngithi mina ngifundile kuyethiwe sensiye egoli sensiyasebenza ukuba ngumaid, but isimo yiso sisenza esisiphusha to that extent. So I hope we will participate in these electoral processes. I hope ngelinye ilanga things will get better, abantu bananzelele ukuthi we are the future thina abantu abatsha, asihlaleni sivuselele nama industries ethu. Zimbabwe is open for business bakithi. Siqale nama business, awuqali vele ngokuthengisa inkomo, awuqali ngefarm, but uqala ngokuthengisa izwidzi. Asingiziteleni ukuthi sise Zimbabwe ayikho enye indawo esingaya khona, sivuselele country yethu. It is upon us. I hope we learn something from this conversation ukuthi kusi affecta njani, ukuthi ngicine senisuke ngahlala kwenye indawo ku affecta njani abantu abami, but i-situation iyabe ngakuvumela ukuthi ubuloku sihlezi eZimbabwe because indlala silambile. Thank you so much abahlale lathi until the end of the show. I hope siyafunda something from the girls table, siyabonga, from these young women, from everyone who was here. Thank you so much. We learned something. Siyabonga. Bye until next time.